and a YouTube channel and a lot of free time. And before we play this song, I want to tell you guys sincerely, Hotel Books was a blog on my high school newspaper. There was no rock star origin. There was no plan to start a band. Last thing I wanted was for this to work out. I was just doing it until I could start a new punk band. But people like you took what Hotel Books was and turned it into this other thing. Turned it into this community where I was able to go to different cities all over the world and play music and do poetry. And it's something that I've always dreamed of being able to do, but something that I thought I was too smart to actually think it could happen. And I really mean this. I've been to Paris. This is my second time playing here. It's one of my favorite cities to visit. And I truly mean this. It's been my dream my whole life to share my poetry in front of an audience. And you guys have made my dream come true in one of the greatest cities I've ever been to. So thank you so much. Just trying to wrap my head around how far from home we are. It's crazy. All right, this is only gonna work. Everybody come up close. This is only gonna work if we all decide that we're gonna do this together. If you guys don't like my music and wanna talk, you will not hurt my feelings if you go outside, because I'd rather that than be a distraction to people who paid money to hear something. But a few years ago, I was working through a breakup, and I wrote a poem about it, and I put the poem on YouTube to show my friends and my family, because I wanted them to know how I felt. And artistic expression was the only place where I felt like I could be honest. And the people in my life who I loved, I would lie to them every day and tell them that I was doing fine. And then I'd go write these poems as a way to tell the truth. And one day, I was in college, and I didn't feel very good, so I had a friend take me to the doctor. And the doctor made me go to the emergency room, to the hospital. And I had viral meningitis. And I got home and I fell asleep. And I didn't wake up for 30 hours. And when I woke up, this poem that I wrote trying to work through a breakup called Ghosts Can't Love had somehow had 2 million plays over the course of 30 hours. And I had an email inbox full of managers and agents and labels who wanted to talk. And my life changed in 30 hours. And so I dropped out of college. And my dad helped me buy a tour van. And I started doing this thing. And since then, sometimes when I've played these breakup songs, I forget that they were written as a form of expression, because sometimes this just feels like it's my job. But I want to tell you, the origin of Hotel Books had nothing to do with me. It had nothing to do with fame or money. It's just that I had something I needed to say, and people like you resonated with it and shared it with others. And I say that not to brag. I don't say that to tell you how far I've gotten, because trust me, we are far less popular than we were in 2011. I say that to say that if you have something that's on your heart and you want to share it with people because you think it might resonate with them or you think it might matter to them, you don't have to wait for some golden ticket. You don't have to wait for a band to pick you up. You don't have to wait for the stars to align. And you definitely don't have to wait to go to college or get an education first. Because sometimes the most beautiful things come from people who don't necessarily know the whole story. They just know what their heart has to say. And if anybody here is dealing with any sort of brokenness, I really pray that this resonates with you. This is Ghosts Can't Love. Amen.